Layers allow you to hide, freeze, and soften various items of the same nature in your project very quickly without having to work on them one by one. To understand the layers, imagine that each group of objects is drawn on a separate layer sheet, one for the furniture, one for the constraints, another for decorations, and so on. Your final scene is a superimposition of all these different layer sheets. At any time, you can remove a layer sheet from the project to obtain a different visual representation of your scene. You can find layers in the Scene drop-down menu. Let's see together how they work. They are categorized by catalog. You therefore have a catalog for furniture, a catalog for everything linked to the system, another linked to electric household appliances, etc., etc. Then, each catalog has a series of layers that are attributed to it. In System, for example, you will find everything linked to walls, constraints, manual or automatic quotations, texts, arrows, and more layers still. If you untick a box, then that layer will disappear from view in your visual representation. All of the items related to that layer will no longer be selectable, visible, priced, etc. The SEL dot column means selectable. By unticking this column, the objects from that row will no longer be selectable. They will, however, still be visible, for example, just not selectable. Let's look at a common and concrete example, the tiles on the floor, which, when you move pieces of furniture with the lasso, move along with them. The Layers window will therefore allow you to freeze the tiles in place by making them unselectable, while keeping them visible. By unticking the Cell dot column and confirming your choice, you will see that the tiling is still in place, but you can no longer select it, meaning that you won't ever accidentally move it. The Diamond column refers to the items that are in that layer that you don't want to price. For example, some prices or quotes may be unnecessary when you are presenting your project to your client. By deselecting the prices of the unnecessary items, you can make the project lighter. The Mark column refers to the marking of the various elements. If you do not wish any markings to appear, such as order number or catalog reference, on any elements, then go to the Layers window and deselect marks. You can also make various items transparent. Let us take the example of tall furniture, which can sometimes hide other important elements in the scene. The Surface column refers to the surface of the elements and the lines refers to the edges. In our example, if we want to mitigate the tall furniture, we can choose to make it invisible thanks to the Surface column, and then show the edges with dotted lines. We can choose to do that in the Lines column. In top view, we can see the tall furniture is invisible and its edges can be seen thanks to the dotted lines. The pieces of furniture are selectable, priced, and marked. Finally, you have the option of playing around with the tints of some coloured decorative items. The Colour column allows you to lighten the tint of an item, while the Dimming column allows you to darken it. Note that you can pre-save layers so that you can use them in your different projects. Let's take the example of technical plans. You don't want to oversaturate the technical view of your project with unnecessary decorations and all the prices, for example. To do this, get your different layers ready as you like them. Let's uncheck the decorative elements in the layer as well as the prices of the furniture, for example. Then, let's give a name to the parameters we have set, for example, Technical Plan. Finally, click on Add. Your Technical Plan layer is now created. You can use it in any scene. You just have to click here to access the different parameters that you have previously saved. As you can see, there are already pre-saved layers, named the standard layers. Those that you create yourself will be called user layers. Careful, some layers only work in the same view that they were created in. Therefore, the technical layer, for example, it can be a smart idea to create a layer in top view and in elevation view.